Why should a buyer get a building inspection?
Well, look, it's a big risk if you don't. I mean, the building inspector usually, in fact, not usually, always now by law, has PI insurance. So, he's covered for any mistakes he might make. But really, when people are selling properties, they tart them up, they make them look nice, they style them and all of that. And when you're looking for a property, you fall in love with it, you're emotionally connected. But the building inspector isn't. He's more objective, and he can look at it and he can see through that type of styling, that type of presentation, and he can tell you if the property's better than it looks, or worse than it looks, or as good as it looks. Well, that's probably the main thing. But also, usually with a building inspection, there's a pest element too. And because termites are a big problem in Australia, you'd be crazy not to get a building and pest inspection on anything but a concrete bunker.
Imagine, Peter, we follow building inspectors around all the time, but I still would never personally buy a property without having a building and pest inspection. And certainly for people who haven't a lot of experience in looking at a property, there are a lot of things that you see that the average person wouldn't see, aren't there? Like, I can look at a wall, but you might see something completely different to what I actually see.
Of course. And also building consultants have some technology that helps them find things like dampness. They've got equipment that does that. But
they're so cool, those moisture readers. They're sensational.
Some of them beep as you're going around, and it scares the estate agents they're walking around. They can see the red light going and the thing beeping. That isn't always a horrible thing. But,
not always. It's not like a metal detector.
No. Of course.
It's a good thing.
That's right.
The one I find really, sorry, Veronica, the one I find really interesting in terms of the technology that you use, and we'll probably go into this in a great deal of depth shortly, is that heat. Tell us about that, the thermal heat, thermal imaging.
Thermal imaging cameras are used to find live termites. They pick up the body heat of the termites. Also stethoscopes, funnily enough. For example, if you have a really serious termite infestation, you can hear them. They click away, they knock their heads together, and hopefully you don't disturb them too much, because then they might disappear, and you don't want your termites to go away. Once you know they're there, you want to treat them. You don't want to scare them away, because they could come back somewhere else,